the director of the full-time MBA team at the University of Texas at Austin, a homeschool business. So excited to be here.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Kyo Kan. I just graduated from OMBA, and actually, I arrived 2 days ago from France to Tokyo. And I would love my achievement and how it would be so inspiring for you to spend your life as an MBA candidate in OMBA. Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So let's dive into the first question. The first question is going to be, what are the top benefits of an MBA for women aspiring to leadership role? So could you go first?
Yeah, sure thing. So I think one of the coolest things about my job is I get to see a student before they start the MBA program and then 2 years later, how they've kind of transformed. I think that the confidence, the leadership skills that you gain through a 2-year MBA program is just phenomenal. It's really, I've seen it from kind of start to finish. And I think for women that can be really important to kind of help gain that confidence. Public speaking skills, strategic skills as well. You're also going to learn kind of the basics of finance, operations, all of kind of the important things that leaders in the business world really need to know. So yeah, I think that it's just truly just transformative, both personally and professionally.
For me, I would like to highlight the 2 keywords. First, confidence, and second, she mentioned strategy. I had almost more than 1 decade professional experience in Japan, especially IT industry. I have all the excellent expertise. However, I lack confidence, especially when I discuss with C-suite. So that's one of the reasons I decided to improve my confidence as well as my professional skill. And for the strategy, I believe the industry is accelerating rapidly more than ever. We all know generative AI. And I want to know how, with my expertise, I can help the industry strategically, help them reshape their strategy, business strategy, technology strategy. So how to maximize my expertise. Then I decided to learn how the professionals there, they can help me to benefit my expertise to align the strategy I want to help with the enterprise. So 2 keywords, confidence and strategy. And today, as you see, I'm more confident to speak with you, to share my experience with you.
Okay, that's a very important point. They're not all confident, it's very important, and also skill set. So which is the career is so much fast evolving each year. So the next question, while there is a lot of benefit advantage for women to earn an MBA, what makes an international MBA a strong investment for women's career today?
Yeah, I can pick that up. I think that it's a global economy now, right? And so regardless of what industry you're in, there's a benefit when you expand just the global economy as a whole business world. I think that an MBA specifically is pretty unique in that you're in a classroom of folks not just from the same industry and not just from the same country. So you're really able to get exposed to so much in the classroom. And that's kind of the whole point, is not just learning. You're not necessarily just getting lectured at by a professor in the class and kind of learning that way. You're also really learning from each other. So you're going to have folks that come from a more quote unquote traditional business background where maybe they are coming from the finance space or consulting. But you're also going to have former teachers in the class. You're going to have, we've had actors and actresses in the class before. And so really being able to learn from everyone's experiences, I think, is a huge benefit to an MBA. Not to mention learning with folks from Mexico, Latin America, Europe. And so really just kind of seeing the differences between the business spaces and all those regions, and learning also how to work with folks from different regions, because culturally, the work styles are different depending on where you're from. So yeah, I think that from an international MBA perspective is one of the biggest advantages for sure.
Thank you.
I would say, it's a lifelong investment. You would have almost a very full access to the key resource in different industries. For example, global industry event, or the one I participated in Paris, which is one of the biggest industry event in France. There, I had a chance to participate in the session with the NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang and the President Marco. And you would obtain the first-hand information of the industry, which would empower you to always stand in front of the industry. I think this is very valuable and priceless, and MBA would provide you the platform and would reinforce not only your expertise but the resource exposed to you, and you will definitely maximize those resources I have, and I'm able to climb to the expected ladder in my career right now. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So MBA is the environment itself and diverse cohort with nationality and also in terms of professionality, academics is beneficial for an incredibly advantageous for not only women but thank you. So I think this connects nicely to the next question. So in terms of the opportunity, how can women use the MBA experience to build a strong professional network that lasts beyond graduation?
Yeah, I think getting involved in the MBA program. So the MBA's programs generally are not just, again, academics, and of course the academics are important, but the clubs and organizations that are at the programs, there's a lot of hands-on opportunities that you can gain through an MBA program, whether it be working with companies, working on a deliverable with specific teams. So I would say, how can you build a strong professional network? Getting involved. Really getting involved, getting to know the folks in your class through these opportunities, through the clubs, organizations, professional networks, because those networks, it may not seem like it when you're at first joining a club or taking a leadership role, they may benefit you 5-10 years down the road. Like we said, it is an MBA program's kind of a long-term investment where, yes, you're going to get a great job right out the gate, hopefully as well, but 5, 10, 15 years, we really expect you to receive dividends on your MBA program, even from that through your professional network. So yeah, get involved, take leadership opportunities, become the leader of the women's organization at your school, get involved in a lot of the extracurriculars and hands-on opportunities that the programs offer, because that's really how you're going to help grow your professional network.
Additionally, with regards to professional network, I would add more flavors. You would have more chance to be able to talk with the C-suites and in real time, in the real project, in the real case. I myself, I actually participated in the EOQ venture, which is an entrepreneurship program. I had access to talk with a lot of CEOs, directors, and their business strategy. I proposed some AI startup ideas, and I was able to put it into action. And now the one AI startup I built in 1 million just within 1 year is running right now in Google Cloud, and I had acquired real customers. So it's a great opportunity to polish your leadership. You would definitely have the chance to communicate with CXOs, and you would obtain their specialized, their personal, their unique experience. I think this is a great valuable things in your life in the MBA for women, especially in the industry right now. When you go to the C-suite, you would maybe observe most of them are maybe male, but when you go to MBA, you would broaden your horizon. You would think, I can do it. It's possible. Something you never imagined, maybe, but you would be able to put it into action and implement by yourself with the collaboration of your cohorts. It's definitely an extraordinary chance for you if you want to continue to develop your leadership.
Yeah, thank you. So get involved is obviously very important, and also, so as Joe said, the networking. So there is also C-level and also women entrepreneur is coming sometimes to classroom and this discussion, which is incredible. Thank you. So, so the more high level overview, have you seen any trends or changes in female applicants in recent years?
Question. I would say maybe a trend that I've seen is the interest in what they want to do after, which I don't necessarily think is a negative in any way, but you know, as we were saying earlier, the industry is constantly changing. So right now AI is really kind of up and coming and folks are kind of learning how to navigate that. Maybe 5 years ago, I saw a lot more women that were interested in like CSR, corporate social responsibility, which there's still interest in those sorts of fields, but it just shifts as the industry kind of changes. So yeah, I would say that's the trend that I've seen. I think that we are always looking for more women in business school, and I think I can speak for at least the US schools that it's something that gosh, we've been striving for a long time because we need more women C-suite leaders, like we were talking about. So we've really, a lot of the schools partner with some great organizations. If you've heard of the Forte Foundation, that's probably the biggest one that many schools partner with. And their whole mission is to get more women in business schools and business. So they do some great work with prospective students, like prep sessions. You can join MBA launch and they'll kind of help you through the application process. They post some great webinars. So yeah, we're always looking to hopefully see more women come forward.
I would like to share my cohort. Actually, we have 2/3 of women in the previous one. 1/3 of well, 2/3 of women, they're from China, India, Peru, Latin America, US, Mexico, etc. We had a very great diversity. And inspiringly, we have, of course, the European New Venture, which is specialized for entrepreneurship. There are only 5 seats. 4 of them, including me, are women. One of the CEO, the woman from China, she launched her AI startup. Actually, she was specialized in financial industry. Not if she didn't know AI at all, but now after 1 year in oil in the entrepreneurship, we started from zero. Now both of us, our AI startup, are running right now. And another woman from Peru, another woman from Taiwan, they're all in different industry and education. They want to help people to improve their performance with regards of education by utilizing AI. So anyway, if you think in the technology industry, if you think AI is far more beyond your capability, no, you can do it. Just join with the cohorts and people and the professors, they would help you. And the industry experts, they would love to share their experience with you. So you would definitely have the trust, have the access to the prestigious resource. That's for sure.
Yeah, thank you. So definitely, I believe MBA and MBA is key to all of the women potential. And actually, in Japan, I see lots of women, very brilliant and skilled women, but here in Japan, actually, fewer women in leadership role compared to, let's say, United States. So I hope, yeah, all of you, or women applying the MBA, yeah, so let's shift to more like including personal side. How can women use an MBA to overcome double shift of balancing career and the home responsibility or their own career, own life experience?
Okay, so how can they use an MBA to kind of help balance it? Yeah. Well, I'll start by saying that we do have a lot of students that come in with families already. So if that is you, that is common. You know, our average age in our MBA program is 29. And so we have folks coming in with children, moving their family with them oftentimes from overseas. And so there's a lot of support systems during your time as an MBA student. We have a great partners organization who helps bring the partners together and has a lot of events for the kids as well. I think that from a career perspective, certainly in the MBA world, there are careers, especially in the United States, if you're looking to stay, that are less friendly to work-life balance than others. For example, investment banking is long hours. Consulting is a lot of travel. So what we do is we really educate our students on the opportunities that are there and what that may look like if you're looking more for something with maybe a little bit more work-life balance. We also really teach students to advocate for themselves, right, throughout the career. So being able to talk to their employer about their needs and their needs from a personal perspective, I think is half of the battle. Negotiating for higher salaries can be really difficult for some women and for me as well. And so we're really teaching students to be able to advocate for themselves in that way, which I think really benefits them long term. Negotiating higher salaries.
In terms of building a strong professional network, I would say during your MBA program, you would actively be interacted with your alumni. Some of them may have already been working in the different industries for more than 20 years. And without MBA, maybe you reach out to them, you have no idea what to discuss with them, why you would be able to reach out to them. But with MBA, in my case, I reach out to a lot of directors, C-levels. I just discuss with them what kind of potential opportunity I would be able to achieve in my coming careers. So they would, as alumni, they would definitely be very happy to support you. Actually, starting from September 1st, I'm going to work in a consulting service firm. And how did I find this job? I just connected with one of our alumni, and I shared my expertise and my expectations. Then he helped me to navigate to the process. So it's very practical and very beneficial experience for women if you want to challenge and you want to continue to grow your career. So that's a great chance.
Yeah, thank you. There's so much opportunity. I think it's related to confidence and also skill set in network. So I think the next going to be the final question. So what is the top tips you will give to women thinking or applying this year or next?
Yeah. Boy, so of course research, and that's why you're here today, right? So it's exciting. We're so glad that you are here wanting to kind of look into a potential MBA program and invest in yourself in this way. But this stage of the game, you should definitely be speaking to folks like us that work at the school, but speaking to the students as well, to really understand the MBA landscape. If you are leaving your country potentially for 2 years for the 2-year MBA degrees, it's a big commitment. And so really how to prepare yourself for that is to talk to as many students as possible, as many school representatives as possible, to really understand not just the application process, which is going to help you as well. If you feel free to ask lots of questions about the application process, but what's it like to be a student? What are you getting out of this? What is the classroom like? What is the culture like? Because that is, like I said, it's a big commitment. So that's, kind of half the battle is really getting to know the schools, getting to know the programs, and figuring out if it's the right step for you in your career, and personally as well. That is.
Okay, for me, briefly, I would say if you have a dream, if you want to change your career, if you want to continue to be thriving in the career, if you have doubt, you have hesitation. 1 year ago, I was like one of you. I hesitated, I had doubt. Just come to us. I will share the real experience with you. Then you would reflect what you want to do in your life. Even some might seem impossible or seem very challenging right now. But once you step out, you put it into action, you select by yourself, you decide to pursue your dream, it will be realized. Just believe it.
Thank you very much. So do anyone have questions or concerns for now?
So, hello, my name is Stella, and I'm actually from Taiwan, and I'm working here for 2 years already, and so my question is for youngsters like us, that we have working experiences, we have a certain background to be able to apply to the MBA. But what would be the biggest obstacles that you observe for students that are already involved in MBA? Since they already have the experience with it, but once they join, what is the biggest challenge that they face during the program? That's something that I think.
I'll answer for, I think, there's a lot thrown at you in an MBA program. So there's so many different types of careers that you can look into, right? Like there's an unlimited amount of what feels like recruiters coming and folks trying to pull you in different directions. The students are gonna kind of, hey, get involved in this, or have you thought about this? And I think it can be a little overwhelming. We call it drinking from a fire hose when you first get there. It's just like so much. So I think that's probably the hardest adjustment, is just trying, if you can come in with some goals in mind, I think that it really helps. Both from like a career perspective, if you've started to think about where you want to go, you're 100% going to be in better shape than if you come in completely unsure of what you want to do. If you have some clubs and organizations, you know for sure that, hey, I want to take a leadership role in this organization. That is really going to help you, I think, focus, because it quickly becomes overwhelming, which then just becomes stressful. So, yeah, coming in prepared, I think.
Thank you very much for the question. You are asking the right person, because I don't know what I experienced. Actually, I had more than a decade of professional experience. Then I joined the MBA business school. So what was the biggest barrier? I thought I had every leadership. I led a diverse group, more than 30 team members. Then when you join the MBA program, your cohorts are from different continents, different countries, culture gap, and you would feel at the first semester, you might feel a little bit overwhelmed. You would feel sometimes a little bit frustration if you couldn't if you couldn't give your best performance. You would doubt, okay, when I was in the company, I was able to do something, but here, I will say here, it's a very valuable chance for you to practice before you go back to the industry. It's like a small application. If you want to achieve another chapter in your career, I believe this is mandatory for you to practice first. Then you would realize, okay, for my next chapter, my next journey, I lack this kind of skills, and now I have the opportunity to reinforce it. I think despite some barrier, you would definitely appreciate. I would now, looking back forward, I would say, wow, I much appreciate those barriers, because they reinforced me now. So when those situations comes again, I will definitely be very well equipped. So I am able to handle them. So it's a big barrier, but it's a chance for you.
Sure, that's a very good thing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for truly inspiring and empowering discussion. So we will wrap up today. Thank you very much. I hope this session helps you for your MBA and career journey. So if you want to have more conversation or in-depth consultation, admissions, and also I will be there for you to answer the question or have a conversation. And please feel free to draw back. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
I understand that. That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Um,